on the water, an adventure around this great brown land and beyond. We're going to have a look at vessels and watercraft, from manpower to wind power, and we'll even crank it up with horsepower. So strap on your life jacket and get set to get wet on the water. Welcome back to McPherson Park in Melton as we check out the finals of the V8 jet boats. The 350 class is the introduction level to jet sprint boat racing, and the two finalists for the weekend were Grumpy with Mark Garlick and Liquid Rush with Scott Roberts. Mark Garlick's Grumpy machine now on the course in the 350 category, and this is the last chance to dance for this boat. They've got to put it all down in the water in this all-important final. He peels the boat down through the bottom of the course, a little bit loose there as it porpoises and hops. I think he clips it. In fact, he has. He's gone over, and that's the slow way around this McPherson Park Melton course. And driver and navigator put their hands in the air, signifying they're okay, just some dinted pride. So after Grumpy's spin out and crash with Mark Garlick, Liquid Rush had the final run to itself, and Scott Roberts gets up and away in his beautifully prepared 350 machine. He needs to keep the boat on the water though. It's not over until you cross that finish line. These guys have been very consistent all weekend, and we can see by Mark Garlick's crash that these guys have all been pushing very, very hard indeed in this category. The boat porpoises and leaps a little bit down through the back of the straight, but now settles itself down. The navigator working overtime. That's a tough corner just through the centre of the course here. You see very churned up and sloppy water, but the Liquid Rush machine handling it beautifully. Runs a little bit wide there as they come down into the top end of the course now. They run around the big sweeper. The boat looking very settled now, and these guys know that they need to get this boat home to pick up the win in the 350 category. They're looking good at the moment, but it's not over till the fat lady sings, and she sings, and Liquid Rush wins the 350 class. And in the Group A category, the top 10 were then culled down to two boats, Nathan Preddy and Brooke Dixon, both driving the True Blue 2 machine, the A team and the B team. Brooke Dixon now in the True Blue 2 machine, a boat that's going to get worked very, very hard in the final here as it's running against itself, of course, with Nathan Preddy running in this boat as well. Brooke, though, first away, and her claw is to the floor. She charges up through the centre of the course. The boat looks strong. It sounds fantastic. Beautifully prepared, this machine, as it comes around the top of the course. That's quite a tough corner there. The left-hander through the sloppy water, and Brooke just shows what a true professional she is as she charges hard now. The boat twisting and weaving. Plenty of G-forces in this machine at the moment, and I tell you what, there'll be some sore necks and sore bodies at the end of today's competition here at McPherson Park in Melton. Now True Blue charges down into the bottom of the course, and Brooke records a 47.478. Nathan Preddy now gets his hands on the Dixon prepared True Blue 2 race machine, and he gets off the line. He has been unbelievably strong all weekend. In fact, he's been unbelievably strong all season in this Group A category. The True Blue machine now with V8 Supercar ace Nathan Preddy at the wheel, charges up through the centre of the course. He's really showing his style. Bit of a bounce and a hop there from the boat. In fact, getting a little bit loose. I hope that doesn't cost him time as he charges down through the centre of the course. This is looking very, very quick indeed. If he can keep it on the wet stuff, he is going to look strong for fast time here. He'll sweep round the sweeping right-hander and come back through the centre of the course. Nathan Preddy really with a bit between his teeth. The boat flies through the air sideways and lands again. He's really having a fair dinkum dip. I think it's going to be a good time. It is a 45.773.
Nathan Preddy took out the win. How does it feel?
Yeah, look, fantastic. I mean, what a better way to end an awesome day with a 1-2 for the Dixon Family Racing Team.
Well, I tell you what, Brooke pushed you right the way, right to the wire. There wasn't much in it at the end of the day.
No, that's right. She did an absolutely awesome job. Just kept getting faster and faster when she needed to, and the results show for that.
So how do you think you'll go up at Albury? She might just step up that one peg extra, mate, and it could be all over for you. Might be getting the shunted back to supercars.
Yeah, that's exactly. I might have to get to bed at 7:30 next Friday night. She's getting up a bit earlier than what I am at the moment, so she's driving very well, and it's going to be another awesome duel, I think, with another couple of guys probably going to step it up a little bit more as well. So there's no reason why Albury won't be an absolutely fantastic event.
Earlier in the show, we saw the Superboat semi-finals, and the guys that moved into the grand final were Phil Dixon and Dean Finch. Dean Finch, unfortunately, due to a mechanical problem, could not front the starter in the final of the Superboats. This was utter disappointment for Dean Finch, leaving Phil Dixon to compete the final on his own and take the win. So Phil Dixon now sets off in his True Blue machine. Really not a lot of pressure on him now. He knows he's only running against the clock, but the determination of this man will see that he'll run fast time. His best time in the heat was a 44.584. Can he go quicker than that? Only time will tell. He's still pushing very, very hard indeed, proving that this man absolutely loves the sport of jet sprint boating. And even though he's already picked up the win, he's pushing very, very hard to try and set fast time for the weekend in the Superboats. A beautifully prepared yellow machine, the True Blue, goes down through the bottom of the course, sweeping, twisting, weaving, and he's pushing. In fact, runs a little bit wide there, Phil. Keep it in the water, mate, because you're going to take this one down here this weekend. And they bring the True Blue machine home, and they record a 45.773.
Phil Dixon, the True Blue Racing Machine, took out the win. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. After a bad afternoon yesterday, we blew a motor in Brooks' boat. We worked all night on hers. Come away with winners like this. It's just awesome.
Absolutely fantastic, and unfortunately you weren't pushed to the wire. Finchy knocked the T-piece off the starter, but that's racing.
Yeah, that's racing, and we know Finchy will be back to fight again next weekend up at Albury. So, yeah, we'll take any win, but I would have loved to have done it on the track, of course. Oh, I can't thank these guys enough. The amount of effort they put in last night to get these boats up and running was just fantastic. And like all the preparation that goes into it, it shows in the end with both boats at the top of the podium in both classes.
Phil, congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
And as the water settles here at McPherson Park and the sun settles behind the pits, remember, whether you're belting around in 2 inches of water or you're sailing over the horizon, a bad day in the water is better than a good day at work. See you next week.